Oh, been here. Well, I think at the time of this recording, it's Tuesday. I was hoping to be on the road by now, but it's not going to happen. I'm probably not going to be on the road for another week, maybe 8 days. The repair work I had to have done to my drive belt and the seal in my primary, the money that it took to get that repair work done, it depleted my travel money for the rest of the month. And that travel money won't get replenished until next Wednesday. And then on the 1st. So, yeah, it really breaks my heart I can't get on the road yet, because when I picked up my bike on Saturday, it felt so good. I just wanted to keep going. I didn't want to come home. I just wanted to keep going. But I came home. I've been fooling around with the trailer, packing it, unpacking it, weighing it, making sure I got all the gear and everything for a long camping trip. So what it's looking like now, what my trip's going to be is shortened by a month of my, well, not really, because it's still going to, yeah, it's shortened by a month, because I was going to take off about a month ago. I was hoping to take off first day of summer. I didn't find a trailer, had to buy a new trailer. Oh, yeah, I bought a new trailer, went up to Pennsylvania to pick it up in my Volkswagen. And in Virginia, apparently I found out yesterday, they took my picture and I had a speeding ticket that I had to pay online. Yeah, big brother, right? So that hit me again, because I was going to try to go, because I told family and friends in West Virginia that I was going to be back there to spend a few days today or tomorrow. But that part of the trip's going to be off for the time being, and probably until after I make my trip to the West Coast. And at this point, I'm debating if I'm going to go all the way up to Chicago to start. I'm going to start from here and then do Route 66, or go up to Springfield, and I want to spend a couple of days up there. I want to go to the Automobile Museum and a couple other things up there. And I got an Army buddy who lives up too. I might be able to go out and eat with him and his wife. But go up to Springfield, do Route 66 out to California, then I want to drive up to San Francisco area, see the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz and things like that. And then head across northern Nevada over up to Wyoming and South Dakota to Sturgis. And I think I got it fixed up that I'll arrive into the Rapid City Sturgis area maybe a day or two before the rally starts. And it starts later this year than it did before, so I got to double check on that. And then after I leave, I'm not going to, probably won't stay for the whole rally time. I have a place to stay in Rapid City, which is good. But I want to do some of the different rides that I didn't do the last time I was there. I was only there a couple of days the last time I was at Sturgis. My wife, she was there the whole week. But I'm going to be there for a few days this time, and because I want to go like up to Devil's Tower, maybe up to Mount Rushmore, the different back trails over the Deadwood. I did get to go to Deadwood the last time I was there. Some of the other places, that's in the neighboring states and such, and check those out on Bertha here, yeah. And then after, I spend my time up there in South Dakota, then I'm planning on, I need to look at my time limit, but maybe either going up to Northern Peninsula, Michigan, then coming back around to Toledo. Then from Toledo, I'll, take a hard right and go to Chicago after spending a couple days in Toledo. and go to Chicago and ride Chicago down Route 66 to Springfield and then come home. And then I can say I did Route 66 in the year that it turned 100. And that's the main thing. I'd already been to the East Coast, though. I went to the Smoky Mountains, spent a night there with Army buddy and his wife. And I went to spend, a night up in Baltimore. And I went up to Pennsylvania, got the trailer. Then I went camping for a couple of nights down in West Virginia. Of course, I was in the car then, not on the bike, and then drove that back to here to Arkansas. Then I had to, put my bike in the shop. I put it in the shop mainly to get it wired up for the trailer, to get the plug put on. But while I was there, I discovered a hole in my drive belt, and it's probably from a rock or a bolt, something like that, got caught up in between the pulley and the belt and cut a hole into the drive belt. I had to have that replaced. And when I had that replaced, I told the mechanic, double check everything on the bike as you're working on it, so we don't have any other things pop up. But the thing that did pop up was inside the primary, which was a seal and some bearings that had to be replaced also. So that, my friends, and the speeding ticket took my travel budget, away from me. That was my travel budget. That's quite a bit of money. And I figured out what I have right now until I get replenished with some more money, which will be next week. I don't have enough money to live per day, out on the road. So I got to be able to at least pay for a place to park my trailer if I have to, if I don't find free places and things like that. And also, the price of gasoline is really high. And I'll probably have to fill up twice a day while I'm out on the road. Because I got it planned to do about 300 miles a day, give or take. And before my bike goes into reserve, I usually get about 175. But with the trailer, I don't think I'll get that much, so we'll see. And of course, the bike runs premium gas. Can't run cheap crap in it. But anyways, we're still going to do a trip. Keep me in your prayers. I wish I had a lot more followers, because then I could beg for money, but I ain't going to beg for money. Old Ben's going to do this on his own. But if you run into me on the road and you want to hand me a couple bucks, I'll take it right now, okay? When I get out on the trip. Anyways, I'll give you more updates about everything that's going on, the plans and everything else. You can see I'm in here with the bike. Trailer's over here. I got it packed up again. I got it so it's going to be basically about 100 pounds more than the trailer in there. So, and I got it. It was like a puzzle. I've loaded it and unloaded it 3 times in the last few days, but and plus put it up and put it down too. But just because I want to make sure that this would be the first time I'd be pulling a trailer with the trike, and I just want to make sure I got everything loaded up right and don't have any problems because it's out of balance or there's too much weight in the back, in the back end of it or whatever. So that's where we're at. And like I said, I apologize to Joey and Bucky and Kathy and my sister and my nieces and nephews and my brothers, Eugene and Jeff, that I will not be coming back to West Virginia until probably September. I'm hoping to come then in September for the family reunion, the McCall Biggs family reunion. So there's no promises I'll make it though. But that's my plan. God makes all my decisions, you know, in the long run. I hope he makes yours too. Anyways, until later on, peace.